What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Bitcoin Cash to US dollar. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers for some Crypto TV merch. I believe we are about to break 4,900 subscribers tonight and probably 5,000 by the end of the month, which is absolutely awesome. So you guys will be getting some gifts that I want to give to you guys for supporting this channel so well. So I do appreciate that. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. Obviously, we're going to be looking at some technical analysis, the coin market cap on the overall more macroeconomic standpoint, and then looking into a more microeconomic in-depth view of the charts. As you saw in the title, we will be looking at where exactly is Litecoin headed to? Where is Bitcoin headed to? So let's just jump into that now. Why don't we? So I'm on the current coin market cap. As you guys can see, refresh the page, 215 billion seems to be the current market cap. We have a 24-hour volume of 15.9 bill and then a Bitcoin dominance of 52.4. So pretty good in my opinion. 215 billion does seem to be slightly higher than yesterday, not by much. And then the Bitcoin dominance is slightly higher than yesterday, not by much. 24-hour volume is again slightly higher. So we're just truly seeing more of a consolidation standpoint, not necessarily a pull or bullish move in any direction or a bearish move in any direction, just kind of a consolidation from what happened yesterday and the day before. So to scroll down and look at the top 10 cryptos, there does seem to be a few things that are pointing out to me. So top 10 all seem to be doing beautiful. Even though Monero is red, it hasn't moved at all. Like there's been no percentage change. So things do seem quite well in my opinion. Otherwise, Bitcoin is only up by 1.8%. So we're seeing pretty much the rest of the market doing quite well. Altcoins are only up by a few percentage, 2 or 3. There are some outliers up around 10%. We have 25%, and then we have a few others that I do want to discuss in a second. Obviously, Bitcoin Cash being one, and Electroneum being the other. But overall, Bitcoin Cash up 20%, massive spike in the price. We're going to be checking out that and maybe why we're seeing that movement at 524. Litecoin at $58, so it did regain some support. So for those of you who are saying it was dipping, yes, but we are pulling back up quite nicely. So nothing to be worried about. Ripple up XRP up 8.5% at 51 cents. I know a few of you have been saying it's going to $1. So we'll definitely check that out. But when you click on change 24-hour price, you can see the coins that are moving up the most. And the second that has moved up is Electroneum, currently at 51 on the coin market cap. This is up 26.95%. Now, I want to ask you guys this, and I'd appreciate it if you could leave a comment. Who has heard of Electroneum? And do you guys want to know a little bit more about Electroneum? If you guys want this in your portfolio or have questions about Electroneum or want me to do some technical analysis on Electroneum later on in the episode and on the channel, please let me know if you have any interest at all on this altcoin. All right. But otherwise, as you guys can see, Bitcoin Cash number 3 up only actually up 20%. So we definitely want to check that out as well. But overall, the market cap does seem to be doing quite well. Things are in the green, that is for sure. Obviously not as high as we were a few days ago. I think Litecoin was like $63, but overall not too bad. Now, something that I want to point out and show you guys is we seem to be having a beautiful, upwards trend right now. You can see that we are at 47 right here at the first higher low. Second higher low is at 50, and then the third higher low is at $54. So things are definitely looking quite nicely and quite bright for Litecoin. Now, a lot of you guys were like, oh, why the sudden dip? This actually isn't a negative dip. This could be just a correction on a more progressive uptrend. So it's definitely something I wouldn't be too worried about. We did manage to break back above that $55 support, which I said is a crucial, critical support level for Litecoin. We shot right up, then came back down currently and are retesting the green band, and using that as a support. So nothing too crazy happening. Price action did move quite well, from $54 we shot all the way up to $59, almost $60 in a couple of hours, but we are definitely using this trend quite nicely. I do think we're going to consolidate out and continue to use this trend to bounce higher. I do think $63, where the current resistance is, will be tested fairly soon, but things overall are looking quite nice. In the outcome that we do break bearish from this line right here and break below not only the support but the 55, the uptrend right here, I can see us pulling right back down to previous lows. I'd be very shocked in the event that we manage to break a previous low. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on that though, because it is definitely possible. But the fact that we did break the downtrend, which is huge, that 9-month downtrend, the fact that that has been broken, and the fact that we're currently leading up on these uptrends is quite nice. So we're definitely going to have to see where this coin wants to go. If it manages to break below any previous high, we may see a nice tank, or obviously not nice, but a pretty substantial tank in the current price level. But I'd be very shocked if we do see that. But definitely pay attention to whether or not we're breaking any of these lows. Obviously, the next one to look at is 54.87. If we break below 54.87, we're out of this higher low trend, and then we could see some sort of retracement back down, which again, like I said, I'm fairly certain we won't see, but obviously it's still on the table. But I do anticipate, some consolidation sideways. We're testing, staying above that high-low middle moving average, a bounce off that nicely, and retesting, our previous high of $63, $64. So definitely keep an eye on Litecoin. Moving on to Bitcoin, another day of consolidation. Very interesting. The fact that we did manage to break bearish from this high-low middle moving average was quite shocking in my opinion. I was anticipating us to kind of just trade sideways and, if anything, use this as a support, which we actually did. You can see us bouncing off of here, but that did not hold and go well at all. We managed to break right back down below that, and you can see we did I think this morning managed to break above that red band and retested the top of that green band. It seems to me like this high-low middle moving average acts more as a resistance level than it does a support. It's a strong resistance and a weak support in terms of the way I'm seeing it trade on Litecoin and Bitcoin. But for whatever it is, take that as a note to write down. We did break bearish from that. We are using it currently as a resistance, and I think we're just going to trade out sideways. We are looking good on that relative strength index for the 4-hour on Bitcoin, but I do think with some sideways trading, we should manage to break above that high-low middle moving average once again, and inevitably move up to point E to complete that Elliott wave formation that we have been tracing for the past couple of days. Lastly, for the top 3 blue chip cryptocurrencies, Ethereum taking a pretty gruesome beating, but these charts, Ethereum to Bitcoin Cash, they are very similar, and I do want to explain what I'm talking about. And I do think Bitcoin Cash is foreshadowing what's going to inevitably happen with Ethereum as well. So obviously you can see Ethereum has this massive downtrend that I have drawn in yellow, and you can see every time it gets up near the price or near that downtrend, it manages to break bearish from it and find some sort of downwards pressure, and then it falls. So it's very interesting. Our recent support is at 180, and it's a good chance we're going to retest 180 very soon, or I'd say 170. No, yeah, around $180 for Ethereum. I do think we're going to kind of find some resistance here, fall down, retest the bottom here, kind of consolidate into this corner, and then hopefully break bullish from that and shoot up to around 350. Or 340, we'll see what happens. If that doesn't happen, we're going to break bearish and fall to another support, which I'll draw on if that happens. Hopefully it doesn't, but we'll find out. It definitely can. And then we'll just see. We'll play it by ear, but obviously nothing is set in stone, and we're just going to have to see where the coin consolidates to. Lastly, Bitcoin Cash. So as you guys can see, Bitcoin Cash also has a downtrend. I am on the daily, and as you guys can see, we did have a 24% or 20% pump in the current price within the past 24 hours. And I think reason being is similar to Ethereum, is that you can see it faced resistance off its 8-month downtrend, fell, found support, and then broke bullish from that. So you can see Ethereum had resistance, fell, or right here had resistance, fell, or is going to fall, and then potentially break back above. So Bitcoin Cash, you can see similar pattern to Ethereum. You can see Ethereum just recently hit the top. You can see Bitcoin Cash just recently hit the top. So we're anticipating Ethereum to pull back down and then potentially break out of that, play on top, and then start to move up. Obviously, correlation doesn't mean causation, so that potentially may have nothing to do with it. Ethereum may not have anything to do with the fact that Bitcoin Cash is a very similar price and a very similar movement, but it's a good reference to use. That's truly what we're looking for. So it may not follow Bitcoin Cash's price, but that's what we're looking to see happen, you know? So we're looking for that pullback down, a breakup above the top, and then a nice bounce up to its high, low, and middle moving average on the daily. But that's going to sum up the video for today, guys. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, giveaway at 5K, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.